Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of adult age, welcome back to Dave's Empire 1981. Welcome back to the channel, folks. This is my first video of 2025. Been just kind of super busy, but finally getting back to it. I'm finally going to open these Avatar figures from Mcfarlane Toys. You see Neytiri there on the left. You got Jake Sully on the right. And you have Jake's Banshee in the back. This is going to be a part one. I have a Neytiri, Jake Sully, and a Tanawari from Avatar 2 to unbox as well. So I'm just going to get into it and start unboxing these figures, starting with Neytiri. But first, I'm going to grab the other Avatar figure that I unboxed previously. It's Miles Quaritch and the amp suit. We're going to put him up in a corner back there. I'll link that video to in the description of this one, I suppose, so you can check that out if you want to. But just had to include that in this one. So we're going to take a look at the Neytiri. The packaging is pretty much standard Mcfarlane type packaging at this point. Get the interesting artwork, a picture of her and the Banshee. I never saw Neytiri's Banshee anywhere. So, does it exist? I don't know. I do not have a blacklight, so I cannot test this. But that's a pretty cool effect. So, I really enjoyed this movie. What do you guys think of it? Yeah. It's exciting to finally open toys. Let's see. Blue plastic. Let's see. All these boxes, also I wanted to break down boxes to save on space. Nice little skin print there. Got the standard Mcfarlane Toys disc stand off of there. It says Avatar on it. Neytiri comes with a bow, a couple different extra hands, a knife, looks like an arrow back there, and of course her. Let's get all the tapes cut. Let's see if we can get the bits and pieces out of here. Things want to be butts. I like that her knife and Jake's knife are different. I don't know how I'm going to display her just yet. Possibly with the bow, possibly without it. Unknown at this time. If it seems like I'm struggling a little bit, because I am out of practice. The last video I filmed was the Green Lantern video. Filmed and uploaded was the Green Lantern video. And that was like Christmas time. It's like a month and a half ago. So, naturally, rusty. But I'm having fun now. Let's zoom in so we can take a look at the bow. Nice little green textured wrap. The arrow is attached to said bow as one piece. It does look good. The knife, kind of like a karambit, I believe. Right grip hand. Left bow draw hand, although there's no string of any sort on here, so it'd be kind of a silly hand to have. Here is Neytiri. I think the sculpt is pretty nice. It's a really fun design. I like the avatar design. Look at that. She's got a nip. I love the multi-tone stripes. The bare feet. Weird toes. The tail. Looks like you may be able to move it around. Now you can turn the tail around, so that's cool. She got a sheath for the knife there. Long braid in the back. Very cool. Let's zoom out, go over articulation, shall we? Head can go down that far. Only a single joint up in the top of the head. So with the hair, you probably can't get much up. So that's pretty much it. You can turn side to side. So any fierce poses, she will have to be bent backwards as opposed to head up. You got the butterfly joint, the long, lanky blue arms. Good range there. Bicep. Double jointed elbows. Great range of motion there. Yeah. Interesting body line there. She can go forward that far. She can go back. Oh, there's two joints there. There is a pelvic joint. So you can go forward that far. Back that far. It starts to gap. There it is. No pivot. Double jointed knees. Ankles. Toes. Very small toe articulation there. They're pinned. And that's all right. The overall effect is nice. Let's see. As long and lean as she is, you get that standing point. She stands just fine. It's a very vanilla pose there. Well, that's alright. We're going to put the knife grip hand on her. Oh, wrong side. Helps to grab the correct hand, doesn't it? Alright. Let's get the... There. All the way in there. We gotta have her doing something fun. It's a very flexible knife, so be careful when you're trying to get it in her hand. You don't want to just jam it through the grip, because it will get damaged. But that's not easy to do. Well, shit. Okay. Strike that. The knife is going in her sheath, because it does not want to cradle into her hand very well. There's an open back sheath, which I dislike. But what do you gotta do? Well, I guess we'll go back to the other hand later. But let's see, we get a little bit of a pose there. Not much of one, but it's something. And we're just gonna have her bow in her hand. There's not much use for it otherwise. And that we're gonna go with is Neytiri. Put her over to the side, right there. Now you can see the size comparison, between her and Quaritch is pretty good. Tuck the hands over there. Moving up to Jake Sully. Of course, dancing the stupid tripod all around. Alright. Looks like his pack out is nearly identical to hers. We have a set of extra hands, the bow, and the knife. Get the stand off of there just in case he can't stand. Well, that didn't quite work out, did it? That plastic did not want to behave. But there's the disc. We now have two of those out. You know, like I said, an identical pack out. Extra hands, knife, and frickin' bow. Also no string. So, goofy. There's that. There's that. His hands. Let's get his straps cut. So many little tabs to cut. I believe one more for the hand here. Let me put this cap back on the blade because blade safety is important. Alright. Hoi. Get the little bits out of the way. Go over his bow. It looks to be virtually identical to hers, but a different paint decoration. The knife, same style, different or no loop on his, slightly different handle. Slightly larger left bow hand and right open grip. There's his likeness. Not bad to the movie, of course. I like the textures on the wraps and clothing, if you can call it that. The braid texture is nice. He also has a tail that can move around. There you go. His wasn't in there all the way. Strap on the arm. The stripy multi-blue texture or decoration there. Pretty sweet. Zoom out. Alright. Let's go over Jake's articulation here in a sec. Let's see. Down. A little bit up on the head because of the complete difference in hair. All the turn, some tilts. Stiff shoulder joint, but above 90. Way above 90 there. Very cool. What's that? Yeah, all the way around. Bicep. Double jointed elbows. Get around there. Not bad. The shoulder peg is tight. That's not really looking so good. There we go, get a little brighter. Get his arms out like this so we can see everything again. He has the same torso joints as her. One here, one there. His are a little bit looser than hers. He can go that forward. Oh, there it is. I could probably take that off of there, but we're just gonna pop that back in there. Cool. Splits. All right. Check the knees. That's what we get. Ankles, toes. Get pivot there. Cool. Looking forward to getting him up on the Banshee there. See if you can actually perch up there. I think he can. What do you think? Do you think he can? Find a spot you can stand just fine. This hand looks like it's a reins holding hand or even a gun holding hand. But he didn't come with a gun. So we're going to put this knife into this sheath. Also open top, open edge sheath. Not a fan of that. He stands fine. That's Jake Sully from Avatar. What was I saying about standing? Let's see, where is his balance point? There, that's good. That'll work. That moved over there. Alright, there's Jake in the back there. Next to Neytiri. We're going to get the Banshee out. It's got a hell of a wingspan, so bear with me. We're just gonna go with it however we can. Hopefully not trashing the setup here. We're going to gently slide that over there. Let's go up. We're going to do all kinds of adjustments here, folks. Adjusted the feet. We're going to go up some more. How about that? That'd be good, right? Jake Sully's Banshee. Slide it around so we can see the back a little bit. Also has the black light effect. That's really cool. I don't think it has an articulated jaw, but we're going to find out. Let's get the blade out. I've been avoiding opening these because I like the way they displayed. Blade safety. But as I said at the beginning, I ran out of space. Wanted to re-engineer my displays a little bit and make some room. These guys will probably go in a box or a bin together because it saves so much space. Wow. Knock Jake over. Let's get him standing back up here. A knife came out. Alright, fine. Yeah, bastard. One big protective plastic across the front of this thing. Alright. Find all the bits of tape so we can undo it. There's one over there. There's also one over there. Cool. Tip that up. Does not look like it is strapped in beyond that. So let's just start taking it out. Oh yeah, it just comes right out. Very cool. So we're going to put the blade away since we don't need that anymore. Put the tail, flight stand, and the gigantic disc. It looks like a saucer, like almost a dinner plate. Alright. So now we can come back down some so we can look at all the bits and pieces. As I said, damn it, Jake Sully. Take a rest. Take a rest. Just lay down, bro. There's a flight stand, essentially. You could gather them all around it, I suppose. That just pegs into there, just like that. This pegs into the hole in the bottom of the Banshee. Or you could have it crawling around. There it is. He, she, it. Here's the tail. Very cool. There does seem to be a bit of a bendy wire in there. There's holes for it anyway. So that's cool. That pegs right into the hind end right there. If you do it, make sure you go in the right direction. It'll fit best. And I'm guessing it'll just snug right in there. Once you get it locked in. Hard to grip this guy. Let's see. There it goes. Nice. I love the details on this guy. Mostly green on the bottom. Which, you know, is kind of lame. You would want it to have some color on top and bottom, of course. But all the colors on top, except the head and neck. And this thing's pretty big. Lots of color across the top, of course. See its head there. There's his face. It's so difficult not to knock every damn thing over. Okay. If you do that with its wings, it can kind of free crawl. Yeah. And she's about to fall over as well. Lots of really cool details on them. Let's see if it'll peg into the thing here without being a butt. That's a big ball. That's gonna have to wait till later. Video number 2, you'll be able to see that probably. But cool. That's it for now, I suppose. Deuces.